Saying. I'm just saying. All right, we are now live on YouTube's. Okay, you're a little loud. I fear this may be a little too chill. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change this. It's already a little too chill for me. I'm gonna fall asleep while we're doing this. That's why I like lo-fi, because it's chill, but it still has like a defined, like, kind of vibey beat. So that way I'm still chilling, we're still relaxing, but I'm not falling asleep. So, perfect. Yeah, it was very beautiful and like fantasy-like, what I was thinking it was gonna be, but it was gonna be a little too sleepy. It was gonna be a little too sleepy for me. So, I'm good. Hi, Rin. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, it's like late for you over there, huh? It's like almost 11, I think. I hope you're well. Thank you for stopping by. Excuse you. Yeah. Alice's Adventures. Down, down, down the rabbit hole you go. Wonderland awaits your washing skills to restore 5 new maps to Frabjous glory. Oh, Frabjous glory in the Alice's Adventures special pack. Available now. Which I have. Let me change up, I didn't remember the exact title of the pack. I believe this one is a paid DLC, yes. I was provided a code for it, so thanks again, Disobey, for giving me that code. I appreciate it, but yeah, I do believe it's a paid. Actually, I'm just gonna keep it the way it was. Just gonna keep it the way it was. All right, cool. Why isn't there a Stranger Things DLC yet? I don't know. I'm also highly advocating for I need to like more publicly advocate for it, I think. But I would love to see a Resident Evil DLC in Power Wash Simulator. Hey yo. Specifically like cleaning sections of the mansion. I think that would be so cool. Huh? Welcome to our great hall. I hope we can trust you to behave more reasonably than that child, Alice. Yo, what's she been doing? Has she been a nasty girl? I've been a nasty girl. A more awful creature you couldn't hope to find without adding whiskers, sharp claws, and calling it a what? No, I can't even say it. Oh my god, Mouse wants to call her a slur. Mouse, please. Please, people are watching. You don't want that on your conscience, do you? So I'm relearning how to do everything in this game. How do I go so like I take like such frequent breaks from this and they always end up being long to the point where I don't remember. How do you vertical it? How do I switch the R? Thank you. Or maybe if we can clean Raccoon City Police Station, I'd finally learn the map for D&D. Maybe. Oh, not D. DVD. Not me seeing D, letter D, and just being like, so true, D&D. So true. I haven't actually, the thing is, like, I'm not really a DVD girly. And people would, like, when I do say that, sometimes people are like, what? But you love horror. Like, you're such a horror girly. I'm like, I know. DVD just hasn't really ever been my thing. I should watch it more. I kind of want to watch it a little bit more. Let me turn down the music a little bit. She's kind of loud. So that way I can kind of see some of the maps that they've put in for some of these franchises that I really like. Just turn down the music real quick. There we go. Much better. Oh, whoa. Oh, yo. Streaking. Drew. So streaky. We can be the ear they need to get over their traumas. You're right. Sometimes people need to be wrong before they're right, and that's okay. That's what I try to also like do here as well. Like if somebody comes in and they're like, you know, as long as there's not like malintent behind it, like if somebody's like just says something wrong on accident or whatever, like I try to come with like a point of empathy with it, because you know, you never know. Upbringings are all different. You got to give people room to grow. I think there's a big difference between single player and multiplayer horror. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like a lot of multiplayer horror out there, I enjoy some of it. Like I definitely really like Texas Chainsaw. I think it's so good. JP Mark. Oh my gosh. Is that the JP Mark? Slay P Mark even? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody coming with JP Mark. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Glix. Hello, Zoe. Beth, good to see you again. Metroid, hello. Smarshy, hi. Yo, JP Mark, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. If y'all don't follow JP Mark, you're missing out on somebody really, really fun. Did a lot of really neat streams for the St. Jude Play Live season. I got to meet him at the St. Jude Summit. Truly an icon through and through. Okay.
Party parrot.
Truly an icon through and through. Generated, thank you so much for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Hope you continue to enjoy that warm beverage next to your name. The emotes are spread all across Twitch. Most importantly, hope you continue to enjoy your time here at the Brew Latte. What were you getting up to today, JP Mark? I hope it was a good time. See, you were just chatting. I listened to JP Mark do an entire Bachelor simulator for St. Jude, where people got to like donate to St. Jude to submit characters for it. Like there was like, what, like an oiled up minion as one of them. What were some of the other notable ones? There were so many. I was listening to that while I was on a walk, and I was losing my mind. It was so good. You're catching up on a break since, oh yeah, I know you took like some time off. Granted, you were doing some work. You were putting in the work for those streams, so you absolutely deserve the break. 100%. So I'm glad to see you back. Hope it was a nice little catch-up sesh. And I'm happy to have you all here. Thank you, thank you. Before we continue on with some more Power Wash Sim, Oiled Up Minion was, I mean, I was rooting for him. Yes. The whole time. Since I got y'all here, we got some new friendos here. I'm going to go ahead and play you all the intro that we always give to newcomers. Hope you enjoy this. Hi, friends. My name is Jeff Brutlog, and welcome to the Brew Latte. This is our chill cyber cafe that dabbles in all things magical.
How do I look?
Hot. Kooky. Oh yes, you'll be buried with that. And spooky. You gotta go. It's time to go. We gotta go. Whether you're looking for a safe space to unwind or you just need a little pick-me-up, we've got plenty of good vibes in store for you. So now head. The world is a messy place. And we're all just trying to survive. That feels weirder than I thought it was going to. Oh, I'm not like other girls. I slither. So kick off your shoes, grab something tasty, and stay a while. We'd love to keep you company. Mwah. So I hope you all enjoyed that video, and if you did, feel free to click that follow button. We would love to be able to have you back. We are typically live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, potentially making Sundays a regular day as well, or maybe in place of Saturday. Kind of not really sure about the schedule right now. I'm also going to be moving here in the next few weeks, so as far as schedule changes go, I've been trying not to like do too many of them or think about them too hard while I'm while I'm also working on moving. Yes, my baby boy Smokey. He's a 13-year-old cat, but you know, cats are eternal babies. So, yeah, we got a code for the Alice in Wonderland DLC of Power Wash Sim, and so far so good. It's very, very pretty. Very pretty. And I was very thankful for Disobey for sending that. I love doing Power Wash. It's always just like a fun day to just like chill and chat with y'all while doing something that's just like incredibly satisfying. Oh, enjoy Pathfinder. Hopefully it's nice. You love the cafe theme? Thank you. You know, Rin has been around for a while, so she's gotten to see some phases of this channel, and I was always a little, I don't know what it was. I think I was part of me felt like I was like gonna be stepping on toes for people that already had some level of a cafe theme, and I was like, but then they're gonna think I'm doing their thing and it's gonna be a big thing. I was so self-conscious when I first started streaming. And then as I've continued to do it, I'm like, that's like the killer of being like a good entertainer, is being too self-conscious. So I just kind of got to a point where I was like, whatever, I'm doing my thing. I always saw this place as kind of a cafe of sorts anyway, so why not just lean into it? Why not just lean into it? I'm gonna do it my way. No one's doing it the way I'm doing it. And before someone's like, Jeff, someone's definitely doing it the way they're doing it. You're not your original. Shh. I don't recall asking for your opinion. Like Vanessa Vanjie Mateo said on Drag Race. If you don't agree, you shove it up your ass. Oh, I love this chair. That's cute. Enjoy your lurk, JP Mark. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. What an icon and a celebrity. Rating me? I'm blessed. I feel blessed and honored. Enjoy your lurk. Cats are baby because they remember when they were treated as gods and being precious babies as close as they get these days. True. 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 I also just think they're baby because they're baby. Never not baby. Yeah, that's what I thought, Rin. Thank you, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's how I always pictured the space, and it's always how I've like thought of my role in it as well. So I figured if I lean into it and kind of do something with it that I enjoy, come up with a theme, a niche, I made it my own. Yeah, we do a lot of like fantasy RPGs here, chill games like this, a lot of horror games. That kind of looks like a foot, like a weird foot, and really weird, wacky games. Talk about mental health, queer stuff, food. I'm also a big advocate for cannabis because it's been one of like the best things for my anxiety and my depression. So we talk about a lot of different things here. Been doing a playthrough of Elden Ring. I'm going to be getting back to that this week. Probably going to be focusing on that Tuesday and Wednesday just because I do want to make more progress on it. Ms. Vanjie. Oh, I have the stool. Hold on, let me get on up there. Ms. Vanjie. I'm good here. I tend to get ahead of myself in Power Wash. Like, I will, like, not clean everything in my path and then move on to other things just because I want to see all the sights. Cheesesteak and fries? Oh, that sounds so good right now. I just had lunch, but that also sounds good. But that also sounds very nice. Does anyone have like a favorite sandwich? Y'all have like a favorite sandwich out there? Even if it's like one that you make yourself. I love an Italian sub. Like an Italian sandwich. I love Italian meats. And I did mean that in more ways than one. Before anyone asks. Yes, correct. I also love a torta. Love a torta. I used to be hugely into meatball subs. I was like, just give me them meatball subs. I don't crave them as much anymore, but I used to love a meatball sub. If I were to get one from like an Italian deli, I'd be into that. But I was like, I was more like getting like the Subway meatball subs, which were still fine. It's just not like, you know, you can't compare to like that authentic Italian deli meatball sub, you know? Turkey, pepperoni, Swiss cheese, and SCO tater chip. SCNO. Oh. Oh, sour cream and onion. On toasted sourdough. That sounds delish. You're having pizza? What kind of pizza? Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me grab you. That's not how we do that. F. Mediterranean and Italian. Mediterranean food is definitely one of my favorites. Give me a good Greek restaurant nearby and I will be so obsessed. I unfortunately haven't come across like a Greek restaurant I love as much as the one that I had in Phoenix. It was around for, oh God, decades. I remember getting stuff from it when I was in middle school, and then when I left to come to Seattle, that restaurant was still there, and it was still the same quality that it always had been, which was phenomenal. So I haven't had a Greek restaurant that compares to that one yet, but there is one near me that's pretty damn good. Are y'all done being dirty? Yeah. Okay, cool. What about up there? Oh, there's still stuff up there. If you're ordering out at a sub shop, I feel like meatball sub's like a good standard. Like I feel like you kind of know what you're getting. Like I feel like you'd have to really be messing up to not make a good meatball sub, you know? Is that the only place it can go? Okay. Whatever, I guess. I wanted to get up there. There we go. Oh shit. Oh! Nut. You spin me right around, baby, right round. Boiled chicken hot dogs, cooked mushrooms, smoked cheese in bacon home buns. Oh, bacon home buns. Do we do that in the States? I don't know that I what? That sounds so good. Meat lovers pizza, yum. French dip is also really good. Oh, I haven't had a good French dip in a while. That would be really nice. Anything else here? Oh. Nice. Nut. And Jeff ain't just talking about the food. French dip? Perhaps. Hey, hey. What do you... Thank you. I feel like I'm still missing something on the treasure chest. I don't think the treasure chest went cha-ching. It did not, see? Because that's right there. The cha-ching noise is so satisfying in this. What? Why are you... Why are you being goofy? There you go. Thank you. God. That took too damn long. You would promise to behave, but you don't make promises you can't keep. Well, as long as you're adhering to Twitch TOS. And not making anybody, not crossing anyone's boundaries, then you're doing all right. You're gonna be, listen, misbehave all you'd like. I'm not your mom. I ain't your mom. I ain't your mom. Favorite Greek place in the whole world is in a whole other country. You're able to go there for the first time in years in May. Oh my God. Yeah, there's something really, really nice about good Greek food. It's just the flavors are so exciting. So, do you know what this Alice did? Oh, Mouse, give me the tea, girl. What's up? What's up? I'll tell you. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, girl. What's up? First, she wafted around, saying how ridiculous it was to have a room filled with different sized doors. Wow, judgmental much? Does she not realize how ridiculous it is to call something ridiculous before even taking the time to ask someone, is this, in fact, ridiculous? So true, Mouse. God, you're right. Al's coming in being like, your world is weird. What are you even doing here? Is Mouse okay? I think Mouse is offended. I think Mouse had some random girl come in from somewhere, who knows where she came from, and start talking shit about the home. And start talking shit about their home. I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too. Good night, Rin. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good sleep. Always good to see you. Mouse is out here spitting fat. Mouse is just, listen. Mouse is just saying what needs to be said. Did I finish this one? No. I'd be pretty mad too, yeah. Yeah. Something I haven't said, I haven't really talked about this whole lot yet, but while I have you all here, why not use, why only use one? Double blasting up in Power Wash Sim. That'd be kind of fun. So, this coming Tuesday, so in just a couple days, we're actually going to be starting a sponsored campaign. And I'm going to say the name of what it is, and y'all are going to be like, oh, them. Oh, that one? The one that everybody's done? Yeah, but they haven't done it like we have. We're going to be starting up a campaign with Raid Shadow Legends. Now, the thing about Raid Shadow Legends is I have really seen like nothing from it. Seen like pretty much nothing. And they pay content creators who work with them really well. Like they are, as far as like some of the companies that sponsor streamers out there, they're some of the better ones. So I'm excited to, get to try the game, but I'm putting a little spin on it. And we're going to call it Raid Smoky Legends. I haven't figured out the exact logistics for it yet. But it's going to be Raid Smoky Legends. So by you supporting the campaign, we will look at Smokey's past. I have like photos upon photos upon photos of this cat back in the day. So as we reach milestones for the campaign, you'll see more of Smokey, days of Smokey's past. Oh, hey Tony, how you doing? URG raid. Oh. Listen, that's what I'm saying. And I think the thing is too, like, I've heard people say that they actually really like Raid Shadow Legends after they try it, so there's got to be, and the fact that they're able to support, streamers that work with them as well as they do, like, what I'll be transparent about it, like, the base rate that was initially proposed for it was like lower than what I normally charge for a streamer hourly rate, so I actually ended up talking with the representative behind it, being like, hey, for a campaign like this, my base rate would normally be this. And without hesitation, they did it. Didn't try to wheel and deal with me. They just said, cool, changed it. So, just saying, first of all, for any streamers out there, sometimes simply asking for the thing you want will get you what you want. Within reason. But second, again, they're not messing around. They want to treat the creators right that are working with them. And I am genuinely excited to try the game just because I've never really seen anything from it. Yeah, that's kind of that's what I've heard, Brisbane. I've heard really good things about it. And they've been around long enough. So they're doing something right. Do we just got to watch the streams? There will also, well, watching the streams will be helpful. Yes, like being there to watch while I'm doing the raid sponsored portions of it will definitely be helpful. But the free ways to support it that will contribute to payouts include actually playing the game. Like I think the initial way to support it is like, I'd have to look at it again, but it's like definitely less than like, it's definitely at the very least less than an hour of your time to be able to help support it. But I think it might even be shorter than that. I will have a lot more details when we do stream on Tuesday about it, because we'll have a section of it where we actually are playing the game, and that's when I'll have a lot more details for y'all. I've been incredibly busy, so I was going to use tomorrow to prepare for it. Right, Drew. Well, I mean, and the thing is, like, you know, people know their worth. So if you see an amount that somebody's proposing for something, and you're like, actually, no. Depending on the company, they've got budget. They've got budget. What was it? One of the biggest like reveals I saw recently of like just how much budget some of these like gaming companies actually have. I'm not gonna say like all of them, because there's probably some indie dev companies out there that might not have as big of a marketing budget. I think they tend to allocate funds for marketing pretty well, more so than some others. But like, what was it? There was for Summer Games Fest, there was like some info that came out about how much a ad slot for Summer Games Fest was, and it was like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So somebody in the streaming space, Loco, who does a lot of streaming news, she posted that and was like, just look at this and just know that those gaming companies that don't want to pay you for your work, they got budget. They have the money. Don't let them try to tell you otherwise. And these are like the bigger studios, more so than anything. Oh, you be on your road trip to Oklahoma? Yo. Is this for some leisurely fun in Oklahoma? I pretend I do not see your comment, Brispet. I appreciate the support, though, for sure. I appreciate the support. I think I'll say as long as it's just the one. That's fair. I get what you're saying, that for sure. Cousin's military graduation. Ooh, exciting. Exciting. What kind of fun things are there to do in Oklahoma? That's a genuine, I'm not trying to like shade Oklahoma. I'm just curious. I ain't never been to Oklahoma. I do appreciate it, Bruce, but that is very kind of you. Thank you. Drew. Oh my god. Oh my god. What must it be like to be so lucky? Spill the tea. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I most of what I know about the Midwest is Illinois. So that's where my dad was born, so you would often have family reunions there. I honestly don't think I've been anywhere else in the Midwest now that I think about it. Is Virginia considered the Midwest? I don't think so, is it? Is that considered more east? I feel like that's more considered east. Yeah, it's East Coast. I thought so. Because yeah, we visited Virginia when because we were just kind of there. Oh, mouse. For instance, could there be a perfectly good reason why this space has so many differently sized doors? I don't see why not. Mouse, I'm sensing you're feeling self-conscious. Is there maybe a deeper issue happening here? Perhaps the animals who use the doors are also of different sizes. True. Bestie, are we feeling self-conscious about the size of our doors? And that they're multiple different sizes? Perhaps every Sunday all those animals converge here for tea and conversation. Well, yes. Well, yes. Oh, excuse me, what? And how would you expect a walrus to use a door designed for a dormouse? Ooh. Mouse, you got a point there. Ooh, Alice. Alice, what's the tea, girl? You were being shady. Utterly ridiculous. Sounds like Alice is being shady and Mouse is being a little insecure. Get these girls in therapy. Come on now. Mouse is not confident. Mouse is like very insecure about the fact that Alice said this. If we weren't feeling insecure about it, you'd just be like, girl, you're strange. You're the strange one. Don't you know? Duh. Mouse having office envy issues. Perhaps. Perhaps. Love that. Love that, Drew. Hey, Taxon. It's a good one. It's a fun one. I haven't really played through like the main story quite yet. I've done a few maps for it, but a lot of the DLC and like the bonus content they've been adding for it has been really cool. They've been getting some really neat collaborations. Like they did a Final Fantasy VII one. They did a Lara Croft one, which I still want to finish. I haven't done all of them from there. I believe I finished Croft Mansion, but I didn't actually do anything else from it. And then this one just recently dropped. The Alice's Adventures one. Did I finish this? I didn't. I don't think it cha-chinged. Might be up top that I need to grab. I need to do more. It did ping? Okay, I missed it. That's what happens when I chat at the same time. I was playing this game. Nut. Alice probably needs a size alerting food. True. I was chat. Listen. Y'all are chatting, and I appreciate it. I like seeing it. So I just want to chat back, you know? This game is much easier to multitask than some of the other games we play, so like I tend to like peek over at chat a lot more while I'm doing this one. It's not that I like ignore y'all when we're playing other games. It's just it's a little different of a balance when it comes to like say Elden Ring, where once a boss battle kicks in, I gotta lock in. This is a perfect track for what we're doing right here. Are you kidding me? Portal power wash sim? That could be fun. Yeah, I feel like with the power wash sim sort of IP and how much you can collaborate with it, I feel like the possibilities are pretty endless. Nut. That's why I'm so desperate for a freaking Resident Evil one. Are you kidding me? There's so many Resident Evil locations that would be so fun to power wash. But like the more iconic ones, like the Spencer Mansion from the first one, or Police Station from Resident Evil 2. Definitely being some of the more iconic ones. Yeah, the original mansion would be like so freaking cool to power wash. That's like, that would be my top choice if they were to ever do a Resident Evil collaboration. If they wanted to go with like more recent games as opposed to some of the more classic ones, I think even cleaning like Lady Dimitrescu's mansion could be really cool. Something happens and it gets really dirty in there. She's like, ugh. All those man things I captured just exploded and now it's all dirty in here. Granted, I feel like they would need I feel like Power Wash is like a good like all ages game. Like I feel like they tend to try to make it maybe at the very least PG-13. So it would probably need to be dirty in some different way. That's not like men having exploded. Looking down that grimy hallway, the way it is like a horror game. I mean, somebody did something. I don't know what happened here. We haven't really gotten the news about it. It's just dirty nasty. Vampy Mommy's Mansion would definitely be cunty. 100%. And by the way, we are also live on YouTube. Anyone who's hanging out on Twitch. So if you wanted to pop over there and give it a quick like, that does help out a lot. And if you also want to help spread the word about being on Twitch as well, !RT, interacting with that going live tweet helps out so much, even if it's just clicking the like button. I'm gonna say it, I like reminding people of this because I cannot say it enough. The free ways to support a content creator, especially full-time content creators, are sometimes, dare I say, all the time, just as good as the monetary support. Don't get me wrong. The monetary support can be very helpful and very nice because, you know, we got bills to pay. But sometimes the engagement and all that on socials and, you know, simply being here to watch streams and things like that and helping the content actually get pushed further out to people is what helps companies want to pay our bills. So that's why I say that the free ways to support are just as good, because that's sometimes what companies are looking for sponsorship opportunities. Silent Hill would be a good one too. I'm wondering what location they would do though. Just like the town of Silent Hill. See, you know what? If they were to do the town of if they were to do Silent Hill for Power Wash, I think that could actually be a really cool concept, because we would see the town kind of like gray and dirty and you know, just like the foggy sort of, like, we don't really see much of the town other behind like how thick the fog is, I feel. So I feel like power washing it would be a really cool way to see what Silent Hill would look like when it wasn't a ghost town. I think that'd be super cool. Speaking of that, I still gotta find some time. That's also why I'm hoping that this apartment that I applied to ends up coming through, so that way I'm not spending so much time looking at apartments anymore. We are going to be starting that Silent Hill Summer Marathon at the beginning of August. I should be, at the very least, I know my office will be unpacked by that point, so I will definitely be able to stream in the new place, wherever I end up, by the time the Silent Hill Summer Marathon starts. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be playing, at the very least, going to be playing Silent Hills 1 through 4, plus Homecoming, because those are the ones that I like the most. If I can get access to some of the other ones and we can fit it into that month, or maybe just a little bit into September, then I would do it. Because I don't have every single copy of Silent Hill games out there. I've played pretty much all of them, though. The only one I have not played is Book of Memories, but I also saw gameplay from it and I went, I'm okay to not play that one. It's fine. I would incentivize that one though and potentially play it if people were interested. Drew and Chocoholic Mama over on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. We have to help Jeff sell out. Yeah. Yeah. Make me go viral. Make me go viral. It's nice. It's just the nice thing to do, you know? Oh, hey, Bloodspouse, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. How's your weekend been? You got your Twitter back after 3 years? Was this because you, like, put in an appeal or something? Or did they just decide after 3 years to be like, you can have it back? I guess. Freaking Twitter. No, we do not, Bloodspouse. Yeah, Mouse has just been, like, really insecure. Instead of telling us how this place got so messy, Mouse has just been like, can you believe that Alice is so fucking judgmental? And she thinks that having different sized doors is gross and ugly? Like, Mouse BB, why do you care? Why do you care what she thinks? She's literally no one. She came here out of nowhere and is judging your home. Who even is she? Why are your doors melting? Oh my god, you can't just ask why people's doors are melting. Just gave it back. That's fascinating. That is fascinating. Well, you have it back now. I mean, you could always peek in every once in a while just to see how absolutely batshit things can be over there. Because at this point, that's how I have to, like, detach myself from how weird shit is over there. I get how it can get really exhausting for people to see what they see on there all the time, and I'm not going to say that they're wrong for feeling that way, you know? But at the same time, like, the people that say weird shit on Twitter, like, it's so clearly obvious how maladjusted and, like, repressed they are in just the fact that that is what they do with their time. Like, it's sad. It's sad. Am I missing anything? Mouse, is it normal for the doors to be... There you go. That's the less judgmental way to ask about it. Mouse, is it normal for your doors to be sliding off of the wall? The way that they are. Does Mouse have a crush on Alice, though? I cannot answer that. Not the Miralax. Bloodspouse, please. Please. Does she eat mushrooms at one point? Ooh, does she? Does she eat mushrooms at some point? I'm pretty... Most of my Alice lore, I feel, is... It's been a long time. So as far as, like... I mean, I know that there's a bunch of different iterations of the story, and it's kind of, like, changed from its original one. Not, like, super drastically, I think, but in ways where they just kind of modernize it in some ways. Maybe? Either that or it's like a metaphor of it in some way. Like, I haven't seen the Disney one in a really long time. I did play Alice Madness Returns for PS3, and I loved that game. I would love to play that one again if I could ever get my hands on it. I think it's actually on Steam, so I could just grab the Steam version. It's such a color. Something had a moment here in the hallway. So, honestly, Ew. Listen, we're getting paid either way. We're getting paid either way. But think of the smell. I mean, maybe in Wonderland shit doesn't stink. I've never been there. I've never been there. Yeah, I loved Madness Returns. The outfits in it were so good. The gameplay was really fun. And I know they had like there was a one that was supposed to be like the first one of that, and I played it for a while. That one was a lot harder than Madness Returns though, I remember. So I didn't end up finishing that one. I think it was just like American McGee's Alice in Wonderland or something, or just American McGee's Alice or something like that. I played it. It was cool. It was a really cool one. Gameplay was very different. It was just a lot harder. Oh my god, you know what game we should play? We should play Lucius. That game is so goofy. Never got to play it. Yeah, I forgot. I think it was just PC, and I remember I got it somehow. I want to say they had like a port of it or something on PS3. Or I used, I don't know. I don't remember how I got to play it, but I remember getting it. Glad it's not something really focus driven. Packing? Or the game? Ooh. I don't know how listen, I'm kind of gonna miss that though. There's this like random times of the day, and I don't know where it comes from, to be quite honest, but at random times throughout the week in this apartment, just smells like some dank weed. Just smells like weed. I'm just gonna miss that feeling of like, damn, someone's getting their life. Someone over somewhere in this apartment's getting their life. Hey Lisa, thanks for the 30 stream streak. Keep on streaking, we'll love to see it. Excuse me. I like some story games. Yeah, I do love me a story game, so we kind of do those a lot, but I also like having moments on stream where we can just kind of chill. We haven't done it as often lately just because there have been a lot of story games that I have been wanting to catch up on, but I like having days like this where we just do a game that doesn't take as much attention for me, and I can just kind of chill and chat during it. Granted, there are a lot of games I can do that as well, but when story portions come up, I'm usually just, Hey, Fire. You missed meeting the young Sheldon kid. Damn, you could have met a celebrity. Well, dang. I haven't watched that show. I did watch Big Bang Theory like a little bit when I was living with a friend. Can't say it was one of my faves, but I think I heard good things about young Sheldon, I think. You having an interesting snack? Interesting how? And what is it? You can't just be out here saying interesting snack. You gotta tell me what, listen, I gotta know what people are eating. If you're out here just telling me I'm eating food, you're gonna know that I'm gonna ask about it. I wanna know. I wanna know what y'all are eating. $18 boxes of books. Wow. Wow. Okay, then fucking don't, Michael. Whatever. See if I ask you what you're eating ever. I'm using my okay. All right. Country Fried Chicken from Texas Roadhouse. I haven't been there in a while. I know we had one in Phoenix that we went to, and it was good. I liked it, but it's just I haven't been to one of those in a minute. Pretzel bites from Pretzel Maker, coated in Cheetos. Fun. They brought you a meal. That's so nice. That's so nice. I love that kind of thoughtfulness. Being like, hey, I'm here, and would you like something from here? You know? Oh, more from Mouse. Furthermore, Alice proceeded to eat and drink our wares without the least consideration for their purpose. Okay. She barging in here and just eating their shit. Did she ponder, even for the merest moment, why we might need eat me cakes to make us grow? No, I guess not. Or drink me potions to make us shrink? I think I need the stool. No, she did not. She simply took one look and guzzled the lot. I would say that that's on them, but I'm also just going to say that that's on Alice. I'm mainly going to say that because, like, homegirl, you're in a strange world. You're in a strange world and you decided to eat and drink the random shit on the just out there. Honey baby. That's how we get sick. That's how we get sick. Oh, I can't put this ladder anywhere. Okay. I cannot crouch with the ladder. Which makes sense, I suppose. I'll just put it over here for now. I want to write a thesis on the misogyny of Big Bang Theory and nerd geek culture in general, because you have thoughts. Well, if I remember correctly, Big Bang Theory had it like to a, like it was almost like the epitome of misogyny in the geek and nerd culture. I know she was a child. That's all I really know about Alice. Her parents didn't teach her to not freaking eat and drink random things that aren't hers. Like if some stranger's trying to get you to eat something, don't do it. Well, now I'm just blaming her parents. The real villain, her parents. Back in those days, parents would not. That's true. That is true. So then Alice got to learn her own lessons about maybe don't eat the things, even if they say eat me and drink me on it. Could go the wrong way. It's not surprising that she did. But she got a fun lesson, and why maybe we don't? Maybe why we don't. Hey, John. Yeah, it's been nice. It's been cute. It's been cute. Oh. Oh, all right. Bye, I guess. That was a spooky ass laugh. Oh my god. I loved it. 10 out of 10. Thank you to letting me know that you didn't want to spoil it, John. One of the real ones. See, now, John, that feels like a spoiler. Did I actually finish the haul? It's nice and sparkly, so I think so. But granted, that's just Cheshire Cat. That's just like the character of Cheshire Cat. Hey, Philetus. Welcome in. Because he's your troublemaker. That's beautiful. That is the character of a cat. Even Smokey in his old age is still a troublemaker. Climbing on shit he shouldn't be climbing on. Just being a general silly little guy. I thought maybe the Cheshire Cat was just going to be chilling there, but of course he didn't. Of course he just maniacal spooky laughter before vanishing. Wow. Wow. Damn. Those are some big ass paws. Damn. Cheshire Tiger. I bet it's his fault this place is a mess. Probably. Probably. He's laughing at us having to clean it. Listen, we're getting paid, so we're getting paid. That's all I need to know, you know. You missed the cat on the chair when you were playing this? He's the first thing I noticed. One of the first things I noticed in here. I feel like he's fairly easy to miss because I think the thing is for me in this game is I'm not used to seeing things that move. Like usually the settings are all just still. So the fact that I saw like a little bit of movement there, I was like, oh, wait a minute. So I wanted to look at it closer and turns out, yeah, the cat's just sleeping. Sleeping? Bye, Ben. We got about 40 seconds until we got our first ad break. I think I'm going to go ahead and get up and walk around a little bit for this ad break. Maybe use the restroom. I don't think I need to, though. But I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you, thank you. It means a lot that y'all are chilling with me on a Sunday. I haven't really been going live on Sundays lately. I like doing Sunday streams, though, so I may either do, like, Sunday... Maybe Sunday evening. We'll see. I've thought about going live on Sundays at our normal time now. Maybe testing out Saturday evenings instead. We'll see. Maybe doing, like, some chill, like, more chill games on Sundays, just to like chill and have a little Sunday moment. But yeah, I'll be right back. Take care of yourselves in the meantime. When we return, we will have some more Alice's Adventures DLC coming your way. Thanks again. Do some good things for yourself on the break, and we will be right back. Really about to put your hand in there, huh? You're really gonna do it? Okay. It's weirdly warm. Don't say that. You really didn't need to reach in further. I can feel something at the bottom. That's what your dad said last night. Oh, it has sounds. Why does he sound like he's like flapping his gums? Why does it sound like he's like right into the window? Just right into the window. Yeah, ma'am, I think you're dealing with a night gnome. They're creepy and weird. They might just be trying to see you naked because, girl, you're hot. You're hot. But I get it. We don't want that for us. Scary. Motorboating Granny at night. She clearly is not amused. One in chat if you would like a night gnome to motorboat you at night. If chosen poorly, they could betray me. I need men who will swear their allegiance to me. Me too, bestie. I need men who will swear their allegiance to me. Can I get an amen up in here? Like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. This is... Oh, this is good. Oh, this is the good stuff. This is good. Music is one of the most important things that I look out for in games, and when it sets the tone super well, I feel like they reprised and like redid the soundtrack in such a beautiful way. This is so good. What the What just happened? It all happened so fast. Ah! It smells really good. I don't remember all of the sodas being this one. Rodent? You think it's made out of real rodent? Is it made out of real rodent? Sir? Okay. He just doesn't want to tell me. Oh, it could be made by rodents. True. Seems normal. Oh, I forgot there's I think I found the source of the soda. Oh, now it's just dying so. Should play that. Should play that at some point. Anywho, we're back. Is there music happening in this game? I hear sounds. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, it's just like some like a harp, some like wind chime sort of sounds in the back. Never mind. We'll keep going with our lo-fi. All right, back to cleaning. I got myself a kombucha. This is a different kombucha, a local one. Kombucha Town. Won't you take me to Kombucha Town? It's blueberry white, made with white tea. Excited to see what it's like. Ooh. Ooh, that's phenomenal. Oh, that's so good. Ooh, that is so good. All right, I'm happy. I'm a happy girl. Let's go. It's a very relaxing game for sure. Very, very zen, just kind of zone out. Simple. Point, power wash, at dirty thing, spray. I like having some games like that to do in the rotation. Like the last one that we were doing a lot was House Flipper. A little bit more thinking involved in that one because of design choices and whatnot, but some games where I don't have to like, where I can tune out a little bit more and just kind of chill on stream with y'all, I also really enjoy. But I mean, I'm a gamer at heart, and there's a lot of games I wanna play and make content with, so that's kind of why I have you know, stories in games are like one of my favorite things. I'm a writer, so I like seeing story writing in games, and also I've been a lifelong gamer, so of course I want to make content around many different games. I've been a variety gamer for the entire time I've been streaming, just because that's who I've been as a gamer overall. On Twitch, there's like, sometimes people grow an audience based off of just doing one game. Sometimes people do variety but stick to a very specific genre. Me, I'm a few different ones, you know. That's why I say magical, kooky, and spooky. I love me some fantasy, I love me some weird shit, and I love me some horror. And by golly, that's what we're gonna do here. Trying to stay awake so it happens later? What do you mean? Because you don't want to sleep and have it be tomorrow again? Is that what you're saying? Horror is good and oh, I can play horror every day on this channel. I could easily be a horror-only streamer if I wanted to be. I love horror games that much. Even the bad ones. Even the bad ones are really fun. But it's not the only game genre I enjoy, so that's kind of why I like doing more than just horror. And I feel like those genres that I stick to kind of intersect at times too, so that's kind of why I'm like, those are my genres. That's what we do here. I would like to, McCheeseWhiz. We played the demo for it, and it looked neat. I'm hoping it's. I remember the demo felt a little bit. I mean, it was a demo, so I'm not gonna like fault it for it. But the demo felt definitely like there was still work to be done on the game. But it's also been, I think, well over a year since we played the demo, so I'm sure they've done a lot more work on it since then. But yeah, that's definitely one that I was interested in. Who plays primarily jank horror games? Oh, I know like a few people who do jank horror games on stream. I know Daniel Srirachi loves doing jank horror games. I know Will Shand will do a lot of just any like I mean the title of his streams are usually strange and scary games. So he'll do some of the jank ones too. But yeah, I love a jank horror game. Those are really fun. Well, the thing about doing like AAA games all the time too is like everyone's doing them, you know. And the way with the way Twitch works, if you're not like in some of the higher percentiles of viewership, it can be really hard to stand out in those game directories for the really big games. So that's why I pick those games sparingly. So like Elden Ring is out of the norm for me as far as like games we typically play, just because it's like it's one of the top games right now. But it's under my genre. It's fantasy. And it's an RPG. I love RPGs. So that's why I wanted to play it. Hi, Smokey. You want to come up? Oh, come here to my baby. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, it's the baby. Hi. There's a cat in this game. Did you see it? Did you see it? My little baby? Smokey, did you know you're going to be a part of our sponsored campaign? Did you know we're going to do Raid Smokey Legends? Yeah, Raid Smokey Legends. It's going to be all about you. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be all about you. You might remind me what CB stands for. I know it's your cat's name. But I don't remember. What is the acronym for? Ooh. Hi. Chatterbox. That's cute. That's cute. Love it. Love it. By the way, have y'all liked the YouTube stream yet? Have y'all clicked like on that YouTube stream? I've heard it makes you cuter. Like, you're already cute. But, like, I heard it makes you cuter. Just saying. Get embarrassed. Yeah, I'm going to show baby pictures. I'm going to show you being a baby. Yeah. I mean, you're a baby right now, but... Y'all are not even going to be able to handle Smokey as a baby. We've had Smokey... I say we because he was my mom's cat first, for those who don't know. Are there people in here who don't know the full story of Smokey yet? Should I tell the full Smokey story? You don't know the Smokey story? Well, we gotta tell the Smokey story then. Well, yeah, Smokey is just baby. That's just a constant. But like when he was a smaller baby, when he was little, when he was the size of this kombucha can. I'm not even kidding. He was like this size. When we first got him. So, Smokey. Yeah, Smokey's a little bit of a long story. My mom was dating somebody at the time who had a daughter about my age. And the daughter found him in a dumpster. Well, that part I don't know the exact details on. All we know is that he was found in a dumpster. I don't know. I didn't remember if she found him or if she like got him from a rescue and they found him from in a dumpster. But he was a dumpster baby. And she wanted to keep him, but the apartment that she was living in at the time didn't allow cats. So she was going to work on finding a new apartment so she could have a cat. So we held on to him because she knew my mom had cats and knew that she liked cats. So she just asked like, hey, would you be able to take care of him while I find an apartment? So we had him for a few weeks. He was a little feisty little thing. Just this tiny little baby in like a couple hour spurts would be terrorizing the old lady cats that we had at the time. Jumping around everything. And he was a joy. A little rascally joy. Looked like my mom named him Smokey because he looked like a little wisp of smoke because he's just this little gray, scraggly looking thing. The few weeks went by after the daughter was able to get an apartment, so she ended up taking him back for a little bit. We were a little sad because we grew to love Smokey a lot, but we knew that time was coming, so we just you know, it happened, and that was that on that. I forgot about how long it was. It was long enough for him to like grow quite a bit, but eventually it wasn't going to really work out with her having Smokey in the house, so she asked if we'd be willing to take him back. And because we had loved him enough, my mom was like, yeah. I was visiting from university back at the time. I was just back home on a summer break during all this. So it was just kind of me being like, I mean, if you want to, Mom, like you want to have another cat. You want to have 3 cats. The 2 older lady cats we had at the time were super, super chill. So like they really didn't care that Smokey was there as long as he minded his business. And he didn't often. He jumped on them a lot being like, let's play. And one of them would just run away because she was like, no thanks, like I'm good to go. The other one was sassy enough to slap him in the face. And he would learn very quickly. But yeah, we got him back. We saw him grow a lot, turn into the beautiful brown boy that he is. And yeah, became a permanent addition to the house. And then my mom passed away late 2017. And I was living in the house at the time when it happened. So Smokey is an inheritance. Smokey is part of my inheritance from her. And it's a very meaningful one, I feel, because she always like constantly throughout like having Smokey in the house would always talk about how he was the best cat she ever had. So it was very much one of those like knowing that about him and having him be the first cat that I was like a sole caretaker of. I just felt nice. It felt like an unexpected parting gift. He was just one of those like permanent facets in the house of being like a family member that like, you know, of course I was going to keep him. Of course he would still be with me like after all that. So, and he's been around for some big moments in my life, you know, graduating college, getting my first grown-up job. Losing a parent. getting my first apartment, moving over 1,000 miles away. Yeah, he's a very important cat. We got more news from Mouse. Perhaps when something important happens, we all converge here to decide upon a decision. Maybe. Imagine how difficult it would be for a mouse with a good idea to be heard above a walrus. But what if the small animals consumed the eat me cake and the larger animals the drink me potion until everyone was the same size? What if, Mouse? You're asking some really important questions here. Would we reach a fair decision then? Mouse, I don't know, man. I just got here. I'm being paid to clean, not to problem solve. Maybe yes, but did Alice consider that before scoffing the lot? I guess not, I don't know. I don't know. An ROUS? A what? A what? But yeah, that story was all to say that we've had Smokey since... That Smokey has been in my life since he was 1 month old. So we got to see him be the babiest of baby. Like my mom, like he was so baby to the point where my mom had to litter box train him. Rodent of unusual size. Probably, yeah. Oh, from Prince... Oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen Princess Bride. So the thing about Princess Bride, too, I remember a decent amount of it. Not like... It's also been a very, very long time, so it's... I don't remember every single bit of it. However, I remember the important parts. Not that part. But I remember the important parts. It's been since, like, high school. Junior year of high school. It was also, like, 1 in the morning. When my friends decided that they wanted to watch that. So I was kind of falling asleep while it was happening. Not because of the movie, but because I was tired as fuck. So... I didn't quite absorb the movie. The parts that did stand out to me were Inconceivable. I'm an Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepared to die. And her name was Buttercup, right? The princess. Buttercup, yeah. I remember her rolling down the hill. And I just remember being like, this is so unserious. Yeah, I might need to refresh my memory on that one. Whenever I get some time, and at this point, it's probably not going to be until I move into the new apartment. Oh, that's the thing about the new apartment too, is I gotta like actually, I keep saying new apartment as if I'm gonna like, as if I actually have this apartment now. Manifesting. I gotta look at what internet service providers are out there, because it's entirely possible that I might have to rely on Comcast. And I really don't want to have to do that. So, I have to do some research on what is available out there. Because the leasing consultant, she was like, 90% of our residents use Comcast. I don't know what the other ones are using, but yeah, people most usually just do Comcast. And I was just like, okay. I don't want that to be me. So I might just ask if my current ISP is available out there. Hopefully. That's what I was thinking. I might actually ask some of my friends who live, because the suburb that I'm ending up in, a couple other streamers also live in, so. I might ask them what they use, because they don't seem to have internet issues when I see their streams, so. Out there. Yeah, it's just not, it's not the city. But you know what, the thing I'm learning is that most people who say they live in Seattle don't necessarily live in the city of Seattle anyway, because it's expensive as fuck to live in the city. Good God. I only did it just because, like, I wanted to get out of Phoenix, and I was told that, you know, this would be a good place to meet people, so. I did that city living thing for a couple years. I enjoyed it. I grew to love, like, living in a city proper, but I'm just not at a point where I can pay the price tag for it. To make the collabing happen. I mean, why not? Why not? It is a good business opportunity if we can collab together a little easier. I'm not gonna say they have to, you know, but you know. It was also just having friends to see more often is nice. Is nice. Also a friend of mine who I've known for like since we were 14. And y'all know, you've seen Star Navigator in chat. I've known them since we were like 14 years old. Went to the same university. Went to summer camp together. That's how we met. They live out here. And where they ended up moving recently is also super close to where I'm going to be. So I'm going to be among friends. It'll be nice. But also, the light rail that's been going on in... the light rail that's been expanding in Seattle has been very much expanding. Northeast. So I'll be able to take that light rail into the city pretty easily. As opposed to drive. Like, I wouldn't mind driving into the city, but parking is not the cheapest in the city. And also not the most plentiful in the city. So if I just didn't have to worry about parking while I was here and just pay a cheap light rail fee to get into the city, even better. Even better. So all things considered, even though I'm going to be a lot farther from the city if I get this apartment, it's not going to be a huge inconvenience. Some kooky stories of younger chat. Feel free if they ever pop in and have some memories that they're willing to share. Absolutely. We actually connected over Shoes, the Kelly music video. I think that was like one of the first things we talked about together. Leave it to a couple of queer kids who didn't quite know we were queer yet to connect over a drag queen. Go figure. The PPA? What? Your monthly bus pass took you all the way to... How much, if you don't mind me asking, how much is a monthly bus pass where you are? I think there's a similar thing they do here in Seattle for like, like a monthly pass or like a annual pass or something. Because like the one-time fee to take a light rail is like really not that expensive. It's definitely under $5. So like if there's an even cheaper way, like if I end up using it a lot and there's some way to like make it cheaper by paying a monthly fee or an annual fee or something, I would do it. Parking authority, got it. Yeah, the parking authority in Seattle too is pretty strict. I remember I accidentally used the wrong code in a parking lot I was in. I just took like the first code I saw, being like, oh, this is the one. Turns out it was from a completely different company. So they still fined me. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? The parking areas were literally right next to each other. It was my bad. Like, I will take responsibility for that, but it was still kind of like, what the fuck? It wasn't the cheapest. It wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be, but it was one of those, like, I'll own up to it. It was my bad. Ooh, T-Tap brewing menu. Oh, a T-Tap. That is so cool. Tenacious Tea. What's the tea? What's the tea, girl? Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Look at that. They got what's the tea? Yo, what's the tea? Tip Top Tea and Tealicious Tea. What's the difference? There's no descriptions. Surprise, you get what's the tea? Whatever that might be. Whatever that might be. Thank you all for being here, by the way. I appreciate y'all hanging out. We haven't done Sunday streams regularly in a while, so I like doing Sunday streams. I feel like no matter what, they've always been like a really fun, chill day to just kind of hang out. I feel like the kind of audience we have is typically like a chill Sunday kind of audience. So I feel like doing Sunday streams regularly is something I would be more than happy to do moving forward from now. If you've been hanging out here and you've yet to follow the channel, we do anonymous ones here, so you can continue into your lurk and you won't get called out of it. And it's a really great free way to support the channel, so that way you don't miss a stream. That way you know when I'm streaming next. I always love meeting new people, though, so if you ever want to introduce yourself in chat, please feel free to. Get into chat with y'all is one of my favorite parts of streaming, so always love seeing new faces come in. You almost had a rental towed. Uh-oh, because you didn't move the car in 2 days. Your friend lives just outside the center city, so we had walk to where we wanted to go. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the thing about Seattle is like, even though like the city centers, like things are pretty conveniently located to each other, it's not everything is within walking distance. Depending on like what neighborhoods you want to go to, like could be a little far. The bus system is okay, and you can rely on it if you want to get to some of like the further neighborhoods. But yeah, parking in the city is just abysmal and gross, so I try to avoid it if possible. I appreciate it, John. I appreciate you coming by. It means a lot that you want to hang out. It means a lot that you like chilling out here. And I say it and I always mean it. The fact that y'all would want to spend any amount of time here, even if it's just to pop by and say hello. That's time that you're spending on me, that you chose to give to me. And time is precious, so if I get any of your time and attention, that I do not take that lightly. That is very, very sweet of you to do. You may think it's the least you can do, but that time could also be given to literally anything else. So I take it as a very nice gift. Hello, Coffee Queen. Oh, I'm constantly happy to be away from the Arizona heat. Are you kidding? I saw that it was going to be like above 110 degrees every day this week. So I'm good. Happy to be gone. Happy to be gone. I think really the only thing I miss, other than like some friends and family that I have there, is the Mexican food. If you know where to look in Seattle, there's good Mexican food here. I think I've heard a lot of people say there's no good Mexican food in Seattle. Untrue. Untrue. There is good Mexican food here. You just kind of have to know where to look. And oftentimes it's actually like the taqueria trucks that you have to go to, or like the smaller, like less fancy looking restaurants that end up being the better ones, in my opinion, here. There are some like kind of fancier restaurants here for Mexican food that are still good. They just haven't been my favorite. But in Phoenix, I mean, we're right along the Mexican border. And Southwest Mexican food. Whew, oh man. I mean, I had good Mexican food in like several different choices, like within even just like a mile radius. Any place I lived in that city. The thing I will say here, though, is it's been a different experience in the sense that even though like you kind of have to know a little bit more about where to look for like good Mexican food here, like the thing that's been really nice here is the other cuisine that's been so plentiful is like Vietnamese cuisine, Korean cuisine. There have been so many more Vietnamese and Korean restaurants here, I've noticed, compared to where I've come from. Am I getting bigger? I think I'm getting bigger. Or was I just crouching the whole time? I wouldn't be surprised if I was getting bigger. They would kind of fuck around with you like that in a map like this. Whoa. I feel like I am. This is weird. I mean, it's cool that they did that though, because it's a very, like, it feels very gradual. All right, can I move this somewhere? I need you to go somewhere else. Okay, that's fine. For now. Oh my god, did you actually say that to them, John? Did you actually say that to them? The thing about Twitch is that everybody runs their streams differently. So even if like I might be like more chatty than some others, it doesn't, you know, people run their shows a little differently. I will say though, streaming as far as the greater streaming atmosphere has been definitely some of the most entitled attitudes I've seen, mainly on Twitter. But yeah, everyone does things different with their stream, so. You were rude. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Is that a wabbit? Oh, a little wabbit. Well, I had to crouch through. I originally had to crouch through this door But also, was I always just crouching through this whole place? I must have just always been crouching or something. I have no idea, man. Shit. I don't know. This is weird. Anyway. I'm gonna laugh though if they were like, yeah, no, it's been getting, you've been getting bigger. Or the room's been getting smaller. You've been getting smaller, or the room's, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Sizes are changing. Things are changing. Did I eat something that made me bigger? Yeah, your dad's dick. Hi, Smoke. That's a reference to your I know. And I made a different one. I made a different one. Bob the Ice Climber. Good old Bob. My friend Bob. Bob, you handsome devil, you.
Two years.
2 years? 2 years? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Time is passing quicker than we thought. Oh my God. Bob, thank you for the raid. Thanks for bringing your crew over here. And also thank you for the 25 months of subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. Hope you continue to enjoy the warm beverage next to your name. The emotes are spread all across Twitch. But most importantly, hope you continue to enjoy your time here at The Brew Latte. Can we get some love and some hype in chat for both of those levels of support? Thank you, thank you. A rate of 1 is still mighty. Bob had any place in the whole of twitch.tv to send their people, and he brought them here, and I think that's very, very kind of him. If y'all don't follow Bob the Ice Climber, we've hung out on a few occasions now. I find him to be great. He was at my going away party when I left Arizona. It was a lot of fun. Go give him some love. He's great. He's great. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had fun. It was kind of nice to get like all my favorite people, like all the friends that I saw regularly together before I left. It was nice. What were you playing today, Bob? What were you up to today? Self-care package. Stretchy, hydration, posture. Just do it all. Do it all. Ooh. There's a spot on like my back. Like on my upper right. My back that gets like really tense when I do workouts. And I did an upper body workout late yesterday, so I had to stretch it out a little bit. That helped. Yeah, that helped a little bit, buddy. Ooh. Ooh. Hi, John. Again. Jeff needs to find a man that will massage those muscles out. It's true. It's true. If he's not willing to do that, then I'm sorry, it's just simply not going to work. It's just simply not going to work. Not a hot rich man. Listen, hot rich men in finance are not the only men that can massage muscles very well. So, granted, being a hot rich man in finance wouldn't hurt. In fact, it'd be quite nice. Or in tech. Listen, I'm not picky. Can I bring the stool in here? I actually don't know. I'm gonna try. I like that we're holding this, or the stool all the way out. We cannot take it in there. That's a load of baloney. Ugh. Whatever, man. Whatever. A key. Where the hell? Oh, got some under here too. Okay. There's something else I discovered recently, and I came across on like a few apartment complexes, so I'm gonna look up a term. I'm actually gonna ask y'all first to see if you know before I look it up. Have y'all seen, either in person or on a listing of some sort, a 3/4 bathroom? Because there's, you know, there's a full bath, tub, shower, sink. There's half bath, toilet, sink. And there's apparently a 3/4 bath. What the hell? What makes it 3/4? What is that? Okay. Oh, there's a lot up there. Let me get you. Bidet? Are you being for real? Well, of course I could Google it, Chocoholic Mama, but I wanted to see if y'all knew first. You Googled it? Well, I mean, if y'all are gonna Google it for me, then okay. What does it say? A sink, toilet, and a shower. Oh. How is that different from a full bath? I've had, then, like... Is it like a small shower? Like just like a stand-in? Like you just stand in the shower? You have enough room to just stand there? Okay, that makes sense then. Because like I had a pretty decent sized walk-in shower in my previous apartment. Like there was room to move around. This one I have in this apartment's a tub and a shower. But yeah, no, 3/4 bathroom just confused me. And I guess 3/4 of a bathroom is enough. And if it was like a cheaper price for it, okay. Listen, it's got everything I need. I can clean myself. There's a sink, place to poop. Sound all right to me? If you don't do puns, nobody knows I'm joking. It's just the reputation you've created for yourself, Jace. You have yourself to blame. Those are usually a secondary. Yeah. They aren't supposed to be. But, like, it technically is enough. It's technically enough. But, yeah, it must be, like, under some, like, regulations, has to be considered 3/4 of a bathroom. Because, like, listen, in watching HGTV, I've learned about what can legally be called a bedroom in a bathroom. Apparently, under legal stuff, a bedroom can only be considered a bedroom if it's a space with a closet. Like, you can technically make anything into a bedroom if you wanted it to become a bedroom. But if you're trying to list it as something to sell or to rent out, you can only consider it a bedroom on the listing if it meets those terms. I like that I'm going to get a 1.5 bath in this apartment if I get it, though. I like that I'm going to get a half bath. So that way anyone I have over for the day, people just visiting for a little bit, they got their own toilet to pee and poop in. Having a second full bath would be nice if I was having, like, overnight guests or something. Because what sounds like one of my streamer friends looks like they will most likely be staying with me for PAX. So having a full bathroom for her would be nice, but she's gonna have to shower in mine. Oh, shit. Okay, I know I'm not quite done. I think there's still some things. I know that there's a feature in this where... There we go. There we go. Your old house was legally able to count as a half bath because it had a sink and a toilet that were at the top of the entrance to the basement. Interesting. Which legally counted even if it was not practical in the slightest. Well, you know, some greedy landlords would definitely take advantage of that for sure. That reminded me of Barbarian. Fucking love Barbarian. That movie is so good. All right, let me do the rest of I love this feature where it's just like you can just click on it, see where the thing is that you still gotta clean. Ugh, quality of life features in this I feel are very, very good. Listen, I'm here to do the job. I'm here to do the job flawlessly, so. I'm gonna get my paycheck in full. What is this? Must be in this, the other room. Oh, there it is. Cool. Where? Room ceiling windows. There you are. Table. Oh, it's probably under the table. It's still dirty. I see it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Room exit door? Like this one? Oh, it's not flashing, so it's not that one. There it is. Oh. Oh, come on, get out of here. Oh my god, I still have to go through so much stuff for moving too. Like there are definitely some things in here that I'm gonna have to get rid of. Not like a whole lot, I don't think. I haven't really accumulated too much more since moving here, but enough things. There are a couple boxes. I'm excited to go through a couple of the boxes that I brought here because I don't think I'm gonna need to keep every single thing in them. It's just like old boxes of things that I've like collected throughout the years. Just I think it's like mainly stuff I had like stored in my bedroom growing up. So I think there's some games in there that I'm gonna be excited to play. Since I somewhat recently got a GameCube again. Room stairs, railings. Do those automatically highlight now, or do I still have to highlight them? I think I still have to highlight them. I'm almost positive like I have a GameCube case of games in there, like a whole CD case of them. So that's why I'm excited to check that out. But I know there's a lot of other things in there, so potentially some fun things to show y'all after I look through those boxes. Promise some random sap a hard time and then trick them into helping you pack. You're so real for that, Brispet. You're so real for that. Especially if they're like also hot, you know. The last moving company I used actually just had them pack. Like I just had them do it because it was one of those like moving to the like having movers help me get to Seattle was already a pretty penny. It was already a pretty penny. So the amount that it would cost to have them pack all my stuff was kind of a drop in the bucket compared to everything else. So I was just like, might as well. It'll save me time and I can like work on things while they're doing it. So it wasn't a big deal. That was actually a really funny moment too, because as they were packing my stuff in my bedroom, they didn't have to go into like, you know, my drawers, you know what I'm saying? Because they just like wrapped up the nightstand and the dresser that I was using and just that was gonna just get moved as is. But they were packing the stuff away in my closet and he found this like this prop knife that I used for a Ghostface cosplay that I put together one year. And he came out and showed me, he's like, I'm not gonna lie, this had me going for a little bit. Freaked me out. We just laughed about it. Clearly, I should have used that time to be like, do you want to see the whole costume? Got it in my little crop top and short shorts, and maybe it would have swooned him. I think he also talked about having a girlfriend, so I wasn't... It was fine. The effort wasn't. He's fine. Just gonna keep working on my stuff. He was pretty cute, I remember. I remember thinking he was. He was in some little short shorts too. I was like, oh. Oh. Did I not highlight this? Oh, I sure did. Room tea dispenser. Oh. What's still missing on the tea? Oh. Nut. Sense of humor. Yeah, they were nice. They were nice. They weren't actually the ones that ended up like moving the stuff or putting the stuff in the truck. They were just the packing crew for the day, but they were really nice about it. It was helpful because I mean, I think it was 3 of them. So they got things done and just like, I think they got everything packed that it was going to get packed in just like a couple hours. It was not very long at all. Wall lamps. They gotta be in here, right? There we go. Hello? Found movers on the U-Haul website. Oh, really? 2 guys for 2 hours for 100. Oh, no way. Saw how to pack shit myself, but moving it into the truck, they were superstars. That's amazing. I mean, that's not a cheap price. Sorry, that's not an expensive price at all. Very worth it. Yeah, I'm planning on packing everything myself for this apartment. And I'm not necessarily like, I hate that process. It's like, it's kind of the worst. It's not a fun process, but I'm willing to do it. It's all right. Let's go. Oh my god, look at him. He's just sleeping. Sleepy guy. Was it 3 men in a truck? My moving company? The one that I used to get here? Cute. Oh, White Rabbit's house. What time are we at? Oh, we got time to start this one. I don't know if we'll finish this one, but we got time to start at the very least. Last time you helped someone move, you picked up their nightstand to find one of the biggest vibrators under the... Oh. Friend and I made eye contact, and her boyfriend comes in the room and goes, I wondered where I put that. Listen, that's the thing, is like when you get help for stuff like that, the possibility of discovering, you know, what things your friends have, it's there. Bill the Lizard says, I don't mind saying that White Rabbit's as mad as has a hat full of angry carrots. Bill the Lizard out here being like, I don't care. I'm gonna call White Rabbit crazy. I mean, wouldn't you be? Maybe. Dad, I've seen the name of that company. No, y'all are not gonna be surprised. The name of the moving company I used to get over to Seattle. However, they had a contract with a different moving company to actually move my stuff out of Arizona. The one I contacted was called Muscular Moving Men. After our day rushing here, there and anywhere, he comes home, opening his door to see what? An enormous arm, giving him the elbow. That's what. You're right, I would be a little crazy too. Or was it a knee? I don't know, Bill. I wasn't there. I don't know. I mean, the company had freaking billboards all over the state. They had them all across the state. Like, I remember seeing so many signs, and I was like, you know what? Sure. If I'm getting my ass out of this this state, might as well have some pretty people to look at on the way out, you know? Do they service your area? Depends on how nicely you ask. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if they're just an Arizona company or not. Need to find some muscular men. I mean, you said grinder. When in doubt. Elbows, my favorite joint. One of my favorite types of noodles. Old skinny men and twinks. Who says those twinks can't be a little bit strong? Who says? That's valid. That's valid. You do whatever you gotta do. Listen, pop over to a different place of the city. Turn that app on and say, hey boys. I'm looking for someone big and strong to help move my stuff. I bet someone would be even more excited about it if you told them clothing optional. But that's up to you, clearly. Clothing discouraged. There you go. Try installing Growler instead, or oh my god, Sniffies. There was something on Twitter I think I saw. Oh no, it was during that whole time. I forgot what his name was, like Dipper or something. I don't remember. He was on a podcast talking about how like he has since then apologized, and you know it's hard to know how much. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he has probably changed his attitude since then. One can hope. But I remember there was a quote on a podcast where he was like, yeah, sometimes I just like, I don't know. Invite people from these places and just let's see them try to find my apartment. Not the focal point of the story. This brought up the fact that there was apparently some girl on TikTok who kept getting people sent to her apartment from apps like Sniffies, which is like Grindr, but like way more sex focused, like sex and fetish focused. And so she like finally recorded being like, where are you all coming from? How are you meeting? What is happening here? Like, you found them where? So she got to discover what Sniffies is. She got to learn a lot about the gay community. But she apparently had like multiple instances of this happening where somebody on these apps would send them to her house, to her apartment, instead of whoever it was that was actually inviting the people over. So anyway, that's most of what I know about Sniffies. You learn so much stuff on Twitch you probably wouldn't know about otherwise. I'm glad that we could be a nice resource for you. Listen, the beauty of the Twitch community, we get to come together and learn from each other, you know? So that's why I love it here. Yeah, right, Henry. I agree. By the way, if you have not liked the YouTube stream yet, that's kind of rude. I don't know why you wouldn't. It's easy. It helps. Helps more people find the YouTube. So. And if you haven't shared the stream, !RT in the Twitch chat. Give that going live tweet some love. Engagement is currency, baby. In a day and age where algorithms like to keep us down. Clicking that like button on those tweets can do so much. So much. Yeah, also the merch. If you haven't bought some merch, we got a 20%. That sale's going to be going on for just like not too much longer. Dare I say maybe just like a few more days. I'll let y'all know on stream when it is the last day. But that summer sale is going to be just a few more days, so get in while you can. Get that 20% off on that merch store. We're going to be having some new merch coming in pretty soon. So anyways, White Rabbit does what any proud homeowner would do. He climbs up to the window, tutting away. Oh, does he? He's just tutting. But no sooner had he got up to the window than his huge hands come out and swats him away like he was a gnat or something. Oh. He was tutting away. Tutting. Straight into his prize-winning cucumber frame. Not the cucumber frame. Not the cucumber frame. Damn, you hate to see it. Cha-ching. Where can I put this? Oh, cool. I think that might help me get... Oh, that... Well... That did not help. You do have some grapes. It's been a long time since I've had grapes. I'm kind of picky about grapes, though. I only like them, like, when the... I like... Green grapes are definitely, like, my heavily preferred. I'll eat, you know... I'll eat red grapes. I'll still eat them. I don't have anything against them. They're just not my preferred grape. And I like them when they're like firm. They got like some firmness, but they're still juicy. That's my ideal grape. Raspberries and cherries. Oh yeah, I have some Rainier cherries that I should have. Rainier cherries are so expensive, so I only really get them when they're on sale. But, oh my god, they're so good. This is a pretty room. Oh my gosh. I like this room a lot. Had a fruit juice. Unacceptable. Yeah, people really like the cotton candy grapes. I feel like I got them at one point. Not my preferred grape, but magical that they exist. All right, we got less than a minute until we got ads coming up. We do these ad breaks once per hour on Twitch, so that way people don't have to see pre-roll ads on the way in. Gives us all a moment to kind of get up and stretch if you need to as well. I typically don't do any like gameplay or anything during it, if I can help it. I think the only time I really don't, I'm able to do that is if we're like doing a live event where, you know, we're watching something live, or if we're collaborating with somebody. But if we're doing any single player experiences, I usually will pause the game and just kind of wait until the ad break is over before we continue on. So you never have to worry about missing any content here due to the ads. Just want to make sure that's something y'all know. But if you just don't want to have to see ads, subscribing is a way to get out of that. If you also let the ads run, this is what I do full time, so just letting those ads play does really help out the channel. So thank you very much to anybody that does stick around during the ad break on Twitch. I will be right back. When we return, we are going to be doing a little bit more power wash. So hang tight, take care of yourselves during the break. When we return, we're going to keep cleaning the Wire Rabbit's house. I will be right back. Hey, operator, chill. I believe Corinthians 6:9. Is that the one where God makes love to me? I lived that already. It was nice. So I'm good because I was already there. I had the lived experience. I love having like suggestions on what I should read though, because I love reading. Reading is fun. Reading is so much fun. Sorry, I was choking on God's nuts. So what do you mean? What do you mean the Spectre Foundation has a bring your kid to? Huh? You want to bring your kids to this fucking place? Or they might get stalked by a not human shaped thing? Oh. Disc. Ah! Hell no.
I always thought the Wutayans an honorable people. They used to be, certainly. But now they're nothing but blood-sucking flies buzzing around Shinra's face. Would you not agree? In light of recent events, I mean.
I would. 100%.
What a lovely smile.
I'll always like be doing all right, and it'll be like the last few seconds when someone's like, and that's mine, and then I cry about it. Got 10 seconds left. I can do this. I can do this. I can keep my tail. Like said, I can keep my tail.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I don't want to talk about it. Does my dad watch the stream? No, but yours does. Oh, okay. Man's malfunctioned. Why are you running? Oh! Some cats like plain butter. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's a giant. He's so big. Oh, Mr. Spielwielder, you're so big. Oh my. That's my type. No! He's in fact so big that he cannot, well, he can now. He was so big that he couldn't actually hit me. Hey, yo, that was cool. Hey, stop it, I'm only little. I'm just little. I'm just like a little guy. Just a, wait, everybody. Link, what do you got there? Ah! No! Hey, Link, what do you got there? A knife! No. Hi, we're back. Thanks for your patience while I took a little break. Thanks for sticking around. It's nice to have you all here. It's nice to have you. White Rabbit's house. I'm excited. Oh yeah, join the Discord if you haven't done so yet as well. We're always hanging out in there when I'm not streaming. Got a lot of different channels in there to chat about stuff, food, horror movies, horror games, games in general. You can post selfies. I always love seeing y'all's selfies. More selfies. Never enough selfies. Weed. Talk about weed there too. A whole bunch of fun stuff. We'd love to have you. Hi, Carrie Mo. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a good weekend. It's nice to have you here. Oh yeah, we got to get back to our crowd control Ocarina of Time. I want to finish up that playthrough of it, so that way maybe at some point we can do a 100. I haven't actually ever. Excuse you. It's not really where I want to go. Thank you. I've never actually done a 100% playthrough of Ocarina of Time, despite it being a game, probably being the game that I've played the most, aside from Silent Hill 2. So I'd want to, like, after the crowd control playthrough of it, I think if people are if people are interested enough to see a 100% playthrough of it, I would do it because it'd be fun. I don't know what would be considered a 100% playthrough of that though. Like, is it everything? You gotta collect everything, like even all the heart pieces and everything? But I think that could be fun. Is it in your stomach from the stitches? Do you have any allergy meds? If you're allowed to take them. Also make sure you're blowing your nose, if you haven't done that yet. I found that sometimes if I'm sneezing a lot and whatever needs to get out is not coming out, that blowing my nose typically helps. Already on them? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the only other thing I could think of is blowing your nose. And if that doesn't help, don't pop them stitches, girl. Keep your guts in. You need those. Oh, good. Glad it stopped. This has been a nice day. Thank you all for being here. It's been really just nice and chill. Nice chill Sunday. I've been thinking of, like I said this earlier, and I've been kind of thinking of Saturdays have been a little, like I've noticed consistently on Saturdays, less people seem to be able to show up than usual. So I've been thinking about either trying a new time slot on Saturdays, like maybe doing evening streams instead on Saturdays. Starting a little later, perhaps. Or Even Saturday mornings, maybe, if that's better for people. Hard to say, though. I guess I could do a poll in the Discord if that might help some people figure it out. But yeah, I might try maybe doing like Jeff After Dark or something. Some sort of Jeff After Dark segment. I've been wanting to get some level of like a, similar to like a situation like this, where it's just like us chilling with a fairly chill game. And then perhaps including a little bit of Miss Ganja. And just chilling and chatting. Being a ganja gamer. Gamer. Can't forget the gay part. Telling me that your insides are meant to stay inside? Preferably. I don't know how well it, I don't know how nice it would be to have your insides be on the outside. I can't imagine that would be nice. So yeah, you might want to keep them on the inside. Just recommendation. I'm not a doctor, but morning streams with my beauty sleep though. I already mess with my beauty sleep on my own. I'm trying to get in a better sleep schedule, but ugh. It is a problem. And also with like how much I've been checking on apartments lately, that's also kind of been interfering with my sleep a little bit. But the thing about doing morning streams is like I wouldn't really be like early morning. I think the earliest would be like 10 a.m. Pacific. The absolute earliest, but realistically more like 11 a.m. Pacific. If we were to do Saturday mornings instead. But I also like the idea of doing Saturday evenings, so we can have a little night stream. You know what? I used to only do night streams. I used to only be in the evenings. Listen, I've been streaming for a long time. I've been streaming over 7 years. So the channel has gone through many phases in schedules and types of games we play. I've always been variety for the most part, but I definitely went from doing a lot of like farming sims, like cozy farming sim moments. But it wasn't really my thing anymore. And I feel like the vibe that people expected from me by doing those types of games all the time was not a standard I could really hold myself to anymore. So it's a song from Motown. So true. How could I use gamer? Super offensive. So offensive. Oh my god. Oh my god. That reminds me. I forgot how this conversation came up, but I remember I tweeted something, and you know how Twitter's gone anymore. Once your tweet gets enough engagement and starts getting to like different audiences that are absolutely brain rotted, they say some really wacky things that make no sense. So I think the wackiest thing I saw was somebody say that gamer, G-A-Y-M-E-R, is a slur. He was very convinced that it's a slur. Bill the Lizard says, so he tries again and gets the same treatment. Okay, get smacked. Talk shit, get hit sort of situation. At this point, I volunteered, at his suggestion, to climb in through the chimney. Okay. Okay, Bill. Flame and Nora, I was given the boot, such as it makes you forget what day it is. As in, you got hit so hard in the head that you forgot which day it is, Bill? You okay? It is still yesterday, right? Oh, Bill, sweetie. Has anybody taken you to a hospital? I feel like I feel as though maybe we should. That is a really beautiful ceiling. That stained glass is so cool. You had someone get mad at you over it? Calling you a someone saying gamer? Just Gamer, like somebody who games? Wacky hours indeed, Toxon. I was rolling. That was also one of the first things I saw in the morning is somebody being like, gamer, Gaymer, is a slur. It's a slur against gamers. I was like, what the fuck are you saying? Do you hear yourself? Do you see the things that you're typing? Or are you just like completely just checked out? What is happening? You expect streamers to be normal people. Well, there are definitely some that are very not. Not gonna lie. Even some of the ones that seem incredibly normal sometimes are some of the very most not normal. I'm not saying that in any shady ways. People are people. We're all different. I was wanting a stained glass chandelier. Was there a chandelier too? Oh, a stained glass chandelier. Okay, I didn't see one in here. But yeah, a chandelier like this would be really pretty. Oh my god. I don't know. So, okay, so like, as far as like a home decor situation, I kind of like what's going on in this place. I don't know that I'd want it to be exclusively like this, but I'd want it to be like a mix of like modern and this. I think that would be ideal for me. Like modern storybook. That'd be so cool. A little bit of rustic nature in there. Oh, gorgeous. What's normal? There. Valid. You don't expect someone who is streaming to be constantly upbeat or energetic or anything? What do you mean? Well, I think the nature of streaming on Twitch and like live streaming for a longer period of time is like, yeah, you're typically the people that are streaming are not going to be like screaming the whole time, like super duper high energy, like in your face all the time. And I think that's like, there was actually an era in which we saw like people who were, say, like on YouTube who did a lot more just like pre-recorded videos starting to try to stream on Twitch, and they were trying to maintain that level of energy that they had in their YouTube videos while Twitch streaming. And it just didn't translate as much just because people on Twitch typically stream for longer hours. And that's not necessarily like what you have to do to be successful on Twitch, but that's just kind of the landscape of it. So typically there are definitely a lot of times on stream that are like a little more on the chill side. Even with some of the more like super upbeat streamers. But I definitely know some like super hype streamers that have ebbs and flows, you know? They'll have times where there's chilling, chatting, and then have times where they're screaming, getting excited over things. We're even similar here. I mean, like there are times when I'm playing Elden Ring and I get real excited that I beat a boss. Or I start screaming because something's chasing me. Shit happens. I love the inside of a house to look like the inside of the witch house in Los Angeles. I don't think I've seen that. I might want to see that now, though. Have down days and moments. Yeah, I know plenty of people who try to do that, and unfortunately some viewers seem to expect them to be like super duper high energy all the time. Well, I feel like it's, you know, on some level, streaming is entertainment. Like, no matter who you are, no matter what your goals are with it, you are on some level entertaining people. Even if your outlet for streaming is just to kind of chill and play some video games. Like, people are there because they feel some level of a connection and they're getting some level of entertainment out of being with you and spending time in your stream specifically. So yeah, like, we're gonna have our days where we're gonna be a little more lower energy, and that, you know, that could be either for several different reasons. It could be this is what people do full time, so it's like it's work for them, so like they kind of, if they don't stream, they're not getting paid, kind of a thing. And they might, you know, what I found is that people tend to be pretty transparent about that if that's going to be the case, being like, hey, it's a little bit of a lower energy day today. I found that those tend to be like the most successful ways to do it. But even then, you know, depends on the stream. Like here, playing Power Wash, if I was like starting to like scream about everything in this game, the vibe wouldn't match, you know? So if I was just like cleaning up all these things and something like, let's go! Like, what do you mean? Like, please do get hype about Power Wash if you want to, but like, you know, I tend to try to follow the vibe of whatever we're doing, but with my own spin on it. But I also tend to keep a fairly chill vibe just in general, just because it's the vibe I want to curate. Chill at the proper times and hype at the right times. The mess in here seems to be including sprinkles this time. Maybe? Maybe some Mike and Ike's. Genuine and honest about your feeling, and you accept when we as viewers are sharing how we're feeling too. Yeah. Never felt scared. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Breezy. That means a lot to hear. That means a lot. Yeah, I think the thing that sometimes people tend to forget when streaming, and this isn't for me to be like, you know, this isn't me throwing shade at anybody in particular. It's just, you know, when you're streaming to the internet where, you know, the people that you see in chat are typically, you really only see them as a username. Like, it can be hard to remember that there is a whole human with a life, with a story on the other side of that username. And again, I'm not saying that to anybody's detriment. It's just, you know, that's just the internet in general. It can be, you really have to like actively remind yourself and kind of train yourself to be like, there is a human person on the other side. There's a whole person over there. So that's why that's usually my MO. It's just, y'all are people that have come here to spend time with me because you like what I'm doing here. And that's forever grateful for the time that you want to keep spending here, you know? And as people, we're going to have our days where we're not feeling as good, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't still talk about it and shit. And, you know, have nice conversations about it. Because I think the thing sometimes too is you see a lot of attitudes around here about like, no trauma dumping, no there's that, and also like no toxic positivity. And that portion of it, I'm always like, I don't know that I missed him. Shit. Can you buy Cheshire Cat? This little giggle. I personally have never seen that in action. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I've heard people complain a lot about toxic positivity to the point where I'm like, it must be a thing, I guess. I try not to be that just because, again, negative emotions are a part of life. We're going to have days where negative emotions happen. So I'd rather people be upfront and real about that, because I think it really helps us dictate how we treat each other. Because if someone's having a really hard day and you like make a joke or something that maybe might not go over well with them during that time, you know, then it's kind of like, oh. I'd rather know that maybe like, hey, this is just kind of a day where I just need to chill. I'd rather know that, you know. And then also, oh my god, the no trauma dumping thing. I've heard that talked about so much. I think that's like one of those like contextual things of like, people are allowed to say that, you know, maybe they've been gone for a while because something bad happened in their lives. Or, you know, if you're asking how they are and they're not doing well, and then you're surprised that they tell you that they're not doing well, like, I mean, you asked. If you're going to ask how somebody is, be prepared for them to say that they're not doing well. You know? Life has ebbs and flows. You can talk about bad things that are happening in your life without necessarily it being like a burden on you, you know? Because it's not about you. If somebody wants to say something like, oh yeah, things are just not going too well right now, and they tell you why, you know? Shit happens. I find that a little empathy goes a long way in many situations. Even toward people that we don't necessarily want to be empathetic toward. It's more for you in that situation, you know? It can still go a long way for the other person as well. Do you want to know negative talk? Do you mind giving me more context on like how it happened? Just because I'm curious. Because I haven't been in a space. Most of the spaces I've been around in Twitch have a pretty... I've been very fortunate to see that like when you say that things are not going well in your life, they're usually pretty responsive. Bill the Lizard says, so if there was no way of taking back the house, there was only one thing for it. Yeah, what was that, Bill? What was that, Bill? We had to make her leave by her own will. No way, not you making her leave. Not you kicking her out of the damn house. Come on, Bill. So I tells White Rabbit about the absolute bestest way to get someone to leave your house. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. What's that? He asks. So I tell him. You poop in their shoe. Is that what you're gonna say? Set it on fire! Bill. I mean, you're not wrong. Works every time. Bill, please. He's not wrong. Like, if we're gonna go by that scale, he's not wrong. Please, Bill. My God. Listen, he said, you want efficiency? I'll give you efficiency. Set it on fire. Have fun, Lisa. Thanks for stopping by. We're back on Tuesday with Elden Ring. You've seen trauma dumping that causes those rules. It's hard to be around because usually you can't do anything for them. I will say there's definitely a very interesting fine line when it comes to the idea of quote unquote no trauma dumping as a rule. I don't think having that as a rule is necessarily a problem because there is definitely a line. You know, sometimes people have nowhere else to turn, and I think that's sometimes a that can be a really hard situation, but it's also definitely, it's a lot. You are expecting a lot from somebody who cannot see your face, who does not know you personally, to divulge every single detail about what's going on in your life, about like how things are not going well for you. There is definitely a fine line. But like to simply inform somebody like, things are not going well right now, and kind of like not going into like a lot of detail around it, you know? I think it's helpful as like feedback for interactions with each other to know that things are not particularly going well for somebody. And that doesn't have to bring the mood down, or that doesn't have to be like a bad thing, you know? It's just, I would rather know if someone's not doing well than I would rather people not lie to me, kind of a thing, you know? I'd rather people be upfront about like, hey, I'm just not feeling too great today. If that's as much as you want to say, then great. Yeah, it's the detail. Yeah, if it's like, if you're like going into like so much detail about why things are so bad right now, like that can get to a point where it's like, all right, well, on some level, the streamer is a stranger, you know? And more often than not, the streamer is definitely someone who, you know, is not necessarily in the capacity to help you through every single detail of it. We are here to be company and entertainment. And I'm still, it's not that I'm not empathetic or sympathetic to anybody, you know, what's going on with people, but, you know, if by being here, those moods can kind of be uplifted a little bit, then I feel like I've done my job. Hopefully the exercise goes well, Jace. Feels weird when there's a no trauma dumping role for viewers and chatters, but the streamer feels fine trauma dumping on those watching. Does that sound weird or inappropriate? I don't know. I think, again, it's one of those, like, do what you want with your channel, of course, but I think that definitely does set a tone in the sense that, like, this is going to be my space where only I can go into all of the details of my life, you know, because, again, you are hosting a space where you have to expect strangers to come in. So if you're okay telling a bunch of strangers about every traumatic detail of your life ever, or just as it currently stands, well, it's the vibe you're setting. So if you now do not want that from your audience as well, that's all I will say is I hope that goes well for you. That's all I'll say, because I think that's on some level you do have to kind of, you're setting a tone. You are setting a tone by doing that. You have to mask all the time, so having to mask on a stream when you're sitting at home is a lot to ask. That's fair. I get that. I think there's a lot of different situations in which there is masking, or in which masking is a concept that you have to use for whatever neurodivergency you may be living with. So, so it's one of those, like, again, I want to be sympathetic to what people are going through. At the same time, streams are like a revolving door in the sense that people are coming and going. So if every single person that comes by this channel were to give me every single detail of how traumatic things are in their lives right now, it would be very hard for me to keep doing what I'm doing successfully. Like, I'll be real. I will be real. And that's where I can see the intention and the idea of no trauma dumping coming to play, is because I'm not necessarily a therapist, and even if I was, I'm sure streaming would not be the place where I would want to be doing therapy if I was not opening the door for that sort of thing. So I'm not saying I'm not sympathetic to things that happen, but it's one of those like I have to be present for a lot of people here. So to find a healthy balance to do that for as many people as possible, there has to be some level of boundaries, you know. You can also just close the tab of, yeah, I mean, the power's kind of in your hands. If you feel that you don't really want to hear the streamer trauma dumping anymore, then pretty easy little button to click. You had an instance where a streamer was in, asked you how you were doing, simply said, not too good, been sick a lot and looking into having looking at losing a kidney. They simply said, oh, I'm sorry I asked. Ugh. I don't see, again, that's one of those like, that's a thing that happens in life, you know. That is a thing that could happen to anyone. So to be that kind of dismissive of it, that's insensitive, you know. That is insensitive. Some of the streamers you watch have a rule. Having said that, they aren't super strict about it until people, and people are still allowed to talk about how they're feeling or what they're going through. Yeah. Having rules and like your own boundaries around it. I think having a very clear set of boundaries for people is like a great thing for streaming on Twitch, because again, most of y'all, I don't know what you look like. I'm not really talking to you like necessarily face to face, so it's a very different style of interaction. So when it comes to hearing about you all and like things you may be going through, like I want to be here as much as I can, but then again, like there are lots of y'all here. So as far as like how much of myself I can give while also providing a show that is entertaining to a large chunk of people that are coming by, like I have to have some level of boundary so that way I can keep doing what I'm doing, like I said. Once someone's message was deleted, but usually it was responded to by, oh, I'm sorry, but let's just keep things positive. It was really just as simple as like, I'm not having a good day. Really? That's so weird. We do have real, yeah, that's the thing. And that's why I do have the Real Talk channel in Discord. Like, again, the caveat with that being like, it's not a replacement for therapy. It's not a replacement for like crisis intervention, but it's kind of one of those like, hey, if you have something on your chest that you need to vent about, it's there. And people who are wanting to opt into hearing some of those harder things and offer their like more detailed like empathy and sympathy, like, yeah, that is a way to do it. And that's why I have it, because on stream I can't do that for everybody. Like it's one of those like, I don't try to say that as like an insensitive sort of thing. It's just like on some level I'm doing a job here. So I want to be empathetic to you all for sure. I want you all to know that I have the best wishes for each and every one of you. And when things are not going well, I like hearing about it, because I want to make sure that like I can keep you in my thoughts and hope that things get better. I love that, Chocoholic Mama. I love that. I'll just check on something real quick. One of your other friends' Discords has a feels channel for the same purpose. Place to vent and get some support for what's going on in your life. Yeah. But you will often see professional mental healthcare being suggested as well, so that people can get the help they need. Yeah, because you know there definitely gets a point with some things where it's like we can tell you as much as we can, and we can have you like. Sometimes, you know, sometimes all people need is a listening ear. You know. Just to know that somebody acknowledges that they're going through something, you know, and I think that's okay. And I think we as people should be able to at least offer that, especially as streamers, you know, like people get comfortable with us. People, you know, the way the Twitch landscape is, people end up being here, you know, spending hours with the streamer. So it gets to kind of a point where you're like, you know, there is a parasocial nature to it, so I'm gonna make sure I put that there in the sense that like you only know what you see of me on stream and on socials, and I only know what I see of you in the same areas. And with that being said, you know, there is still some level of comfortability that happens in the sense you're like, well, we've spent enough time with each other in this digital space where I feel comfortable saying that maybe I haven't had a good day or things like that. And I think we as streamers should at least be able to be like, I'm sorry to hear that that's happening to you. I hope things get better. It doesn't have to be more than that, you know? But I think that's a really good start in showing that you have what's the word I'm trying to think of? You have consideration for the people who are stopping by and giving their time and energy to you, you know? You all don't have to be here. You all don't have to be here. Y'all could be that's why I say that all the time. Y'all could be literally anywhere else. Literally. And the fact that you want to spend time here that's great. I love that. The least I can do is, you know, lend my sympathies if you say that things are not going well, you know? Now that being said, there are sometimes I've had viewers here and there that like that's all they say coming in. They come in to say the next bad thing that's happening in their life. And it's like, I get it, you know. Things are not great. I hope that what I'm doing here can help you feel better, but like I can only do so much in actually helping you turn things around, you know. So it's one thing if it's like if you're using the space to only vent and only bring your troubles, like people will notice. People will start to notice. And that's not me saying to discourage. More from Bill the Lizard. While I was preparing the lightning rod and the torches, what? Everyone suddenly started chucking whatever they could find through the windows. Bill? What are you doing? It was mayhem, it was. Yeah. You don't say. You don't say. What are you? That's when Dormouse started luzzing cakes. Through the windows? Oh, we're talking about how this place got so messy. That's where the sprinkles came from. Got it. It's all making sense now. It's all making sense. What you doing, I asks. Easy, he says. As soon as she realizes that there's more cake outside the house than inside it, she'll come running. That's smart. And he was right. She disappeared into thin air. Now that's smart. Now that's thinking with your noggin. Sometimes you just need people to relate to so that it's only ever happened to me feeling isn't as bad. Yeah, and I think like that's also like, you know, the thing about being a human person is like when we're not going through things that are great, you know, I have experiences that I've racked up in my life that, you know, I can offer some sympathy for, you know, that I can offer empathy for. So like if someone's like, I'm, you know, going through a hard time regarding this thing, you know, I often bring back to the fact that my mom passed away in 2017. You know, I was 25. So the very unique experience of losing a parent that early in life, you know, if someone's going through that, like there is probably something I can say that hopefully helps them feel better, you know? I don't know. And I feel like as seeing that someone that you're really entertained by, like offer some level of like a, hey, this is my experience with the thing you're going through. And even if you can't like empathize on that level, even if you're just like, again, like I said earlier, hey, I'm sorry you're going through that, and I really hope things get better. And you're being sincere about it, you know? People just want to know that you have their best interest at heart, you know? It's part of the social aspect of being a person, about being human. We're social creatures. We want to feel like people are that people want to, you know, want the best for us. That the people we spend time with want the best for us. That is not wrong. That is human. There was a message I saw that I wanted to make sure I didn't miss. Reacting in real time to sad and bad stuff is tough. Yeah. Saw a streamer be told that one of his icons died. Yeah, and that's why like that when big celebrities end up passing away, like that conversation comes back all the time because people love to come in and being like, did you see that insert so and so died? And it's like, could you imagine, you know, God forbid, not saying it, but it's like some bad happened to Beyonce and like somebody dropped into here to tell me that, like, you know, I've been listening to Beyonce since I was like 10 years old. I've been listening to her like most of my life. Like she was a huge part of me, like, you know, loving music and feeling like expressing myself through music. So, you know, if somebody were to come in and do that, it'd be hard. It'd be hard for me to keep putting on a show for y'all. So I get the boundaries of like, there's definitely a certain line of like bringing in bad news that like should be followed on Twitch, but at the same time, like, you have to realize that the people watching you are human. So if they're going to come in and say that things are not going well when you have the ability to be chatting with them, and if that's a thing you already do a lot, you know, where like chatting with your community is a thing that you do, be sympathetic to it. There's literally no downside. Oh, and then there was also something Fire said that I wanted to make sure I got to. Y'all are the ones who knew how yucky my birthday was last year. Everyone else just pretended it was an awesome day. Y'all were the ones that actually made the... Aw, well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that we could have made it a good day. Well, see, the thing about Jace is Jace saves all the good humor for TikTok. Jace puts their freaking 20K likes worthy humor on TikTok, not here in our chat. Spends all this time getting to know us. Just to commit puns on puns on puns. Puns are your best work. Puns aren't getting 20,000 likes in this chat, Jace. What do you mean? Damn, Mama, you took me out. I don't know. I'm gonna read that out loud. You just have to trust the process. How long has Jace been around here? It's been like a year now. It's definitely been about a year. How long? How long must I trust the process, Brispet? How long? How long? The whole damn lamp. I mean... Oh, wow. Cha-ching. Game, please. I can only nut so much. Oh, damn. Need a break. Woo. Not cute humor. Ice cream. Get out of here. Get out of here.
A booty hole can only take so much.
It's true, though. It's true. She's sensitive. Nice assy scone. What if you trust the process, but the process doesn't trust you back? That's so real. That is so real. Four years, Breezy? Wow. Wow. Yeah, Michael, oh my god. It came into perspective how long Michael's been around when I saw a Bendy and the Ink Machine clip where he was the bit boss. Oh my god, remember bit bosses? I think some streamers still do that. I don't think it's as common anymore, though. You don't know what a bit boss is, because, like, yeah, it's not as common on Twitch anymore. It's basically, like, there would be somebody who has, like, a bit-related health bar. So, say, 1,000 bits. If you are the person to take down the bit boss with their final hit point, then you become the next bit boss. And your health is based off of how many bits you cheered to dethrone them as the bit boss. It was a thing that people had a lot of fun with for a long time on Twitch. But yeah, I don't notice it as much anymore. Yeah, it's been that long since people have used bit bosses, so. I just remember thinking it was so cool. It's a fun thing. I would think about bringing it back if people were interested, but we'd have to find like a shtick for it. Because I think it goes best with a shtick. I'm checking on something real quick. Okay. Okay. Smokey's best minion. That could be a fun one. A slapstick. Every time someone becomes a new bit boss, I just make a slapping noise with my mouth. You just had some ice cream to help refill yourself from the heat exhaustion. What kind of ice cream did you have? I have some churro fudge ice cream in my fridge. That's so good. And it's oat milk ice cream. And it's really good. I also have been like baking up a storm recently, so I also have a bunch of Mexican brownies to still eat. So I just be having sweets on sweets on sweets in this house. I need to get rid of them. I need people to eat my brownies. Please. Please take my brownies from me. Churro fudge. So it's like a cinnamon, kind of a cinnamony ice cream, bits of churro in it, and also swirls of fudge. It's so good. It's one of those I could just like sit and just keep eating out of the pint until it's gone. Hey, listen. You don't know. You don't know if a chorizo ice cream would be good or not. It could be great. Nah, chorizo is one of my favorite foods of all time. But as an ice cream, probably not. Probably not. I don't know if there are really any flavors that would go well with chorizo as an ice cream. However, I will say, there was an ice cream at this shop that I worked at back in Phoenix that did a habanero bacon avocado ice cream. And you might be thinking, Jeff, that sounds disgusting. It was not. It was really good. It was made with a spicy bacon brittle. The avocado ice cream was like, it was kind of a sweeter avocado ice cream. And I'm telling you, like, there would be a lot of people that would come in and be like, ew, that sounds gross. No, honey. No, honey. It's delicious. It's delish. Welcome back, Bonita. Welcome back. I probably won't be on for too much longer because I'm supposed to be having dinner plans here somewhat soon. I don't really have to do too much before the plans though, so mainly just have to change my shorts. Well, Fire, you didn't try it, so you can't say it's disgusting if you haven't tried it. So it was very, very good. Every time they had it, I would take scoops of it home. Cousin's husband is a retainer in Austin, and one of his places used to serve up basil ice cream. Oh god, that'd be so good. Oh man, honey ice cream is nice. There, we did a honey lavender. That was really nice. The reason people often wouldn't like it is because they thought it tasted like soap, because that they were kind of sensitive to the floral flavor of the lavender. But the people who liked it really liked it. We also did a sweet corn ice cream that was really good. Not a flavor that I would like have a whole scoop of probably, but it worked. It was an ice cream flavor that worked. Hubby brought home fancy dinner. What hubby bring home? That sounds so good, right? I love a fancy dinner. I love me a fancy dinner. We don't have too much time before our next ad break, but I also need to be skedaddling from here somewhat soon. So, after we celebrate this subscription,
Jeff Pride Cat Jeff Pipe Jeff Blurk Jeff
Jenny
Barton,
Beans, thank you
Jeff
so much for the
Bless,
37
Jeff
months.
Jeff
I
Jeff
appreciate
Jeff
it. Thank
Dan,
you,
Jeff
thank
Pride,
you.
Jeff Love Jeff Cozy Jeff Blue.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. We continue to enjoy the and Squeezel coming in. And Squeezel. The dynamic duo. And Squeezel.
Hi Jeff McCullough Hype Beep and 13 Hype Jeff Pipe.
Squeezel and Jenny Beans, thank you so much for those resubs. I appreciate it. I hope you both continue to enjoy the warm beverage next to your name. The emotes are spread all across Twitch. But most importantly, I hope you continue to enjoy your time here at The Brew Latte. I'm probably just going to keep... I'm going to run the ads here in a second. Just because, like I said, I'm not going to be here for too much longer. Because I do have some dinner plans to get to. I wish I should have told him to let me know when he was on his way. So that way I knew how much time to expect. But that's okay. That's fine. We set a time, so I know what time to be ready. Anyway, and I don't want these ads to interrupt our outros and things like that. So I'm just going to run the ads. We're just going to kind of chill here for a little bit while they happen. Chill out for a little bit longer because I just don't want them to interrupt things. So if you are not subscribed, I will see you on the other side of these ads. Thank you for sticking around. If not, we'll be chilling and chatting. So I'll see you all in just a little bit. Oh, excuse me. I'm loving the new levels. These are pretty cool. We completed the entrance hall, and I thought the entrance hall was, cute. I really, really like this house. It's really neat. I was saying earlier that it was like, I could see myself having an aesthetic like this, like house, not one for one. I wouldn't want my house to look exactly like this. But if it was like modern plus this, I'd be obsessed. I'd be obsessed. Honey, apple, prosciutto, and goat cheese on crusty bread. God damn it, that sounds so fucking good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my lord, that sounds so delish. Love a little cottage like this. It'd be cute. It'd be cute. I have to admit, I'm one of those people that loves like the modern aesthetic lately. I do like those kind of clean lines. I like the kind of like big contrast of colors from like the like what would you call them? Like door handles, sinks, like the sink faucet and everything like that. Fixtures, there we go. I like the dark contrast between like counters and fixtures and things like that. But I also still want it to have some level of a personality. Like I don't want it to just be those. So like mixing in some level of like whimsy with something like this, would be really fun. But a modern spin on it, Don't want any melted clocks. I mean, that's well, it'd be a statement piece, that's for sure. Hi, Luna. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm gonna continue on just a little bit, just because we're like almost done. Like so super close. But I may be able to finish this before we have to head out. The cute little witchy cottage and yurt. The witchy vibe. Period. Period. He's gonna get figs, not apples, but they're out of fresh figs. No, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. It's been a while since I've had figs. It's been a minute. Cha-ching. Ching. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Thanks for your patience during that. Hope you got a good one. Hope one of them at least made you laugh. Glad you're doing well, Luna. Hope you're all having a nice Sunday. me see how much we have to clean. I think we're pretty much almost done. Where are we at here? Yeah, I can finish this. I think I got this. Oh my god. Nut. 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 You didn't get the Purina one you like? Got to love the doggo. Well. Darn. Darn. The one thing I will say about ads, I know people don't love getting to see ads, and they just kind of want to get to their own content, which is totally valid. The ads I do like getting are like for movies and shows I want to see coming up. So at the very least, like that. Like without ads, I wouldn't have known that an Orphan Black spinoff is coming out. Without YouTube ads, I wouldn't have known. So ads like that, sure. Sure. Okay, yeah, gambling ads, no thank you. Hey Gernst, what? What's up? Yeah, Orphan Black spinoff. With yeah, with I forget what her name is. She plays Kristen. Yeah, last name I forget. Ritter? Is it last name Ritter? Jessica Jones. There we go. Yeah, she's Jessica Jones. I forget the actress. I forget the actress name though. You're literally the only person you've ever seen, heard, or mention it. Really? I mean, Tatiana Maslany played like 16 characters, and she did every one of them phenomenally. The reason I started watching Orphan Black was because of my younger sister, actually. I remember hearing about it, and then she was like, I think she had watched like the first few episodes, and she asked me if I wanted to watch it with her, so we ended up watching most of it together. Where the hell? I loved Orphan Black. It was so good. You've been tweeting about it and you haven't seen anyone else talking about it on Twitter? That sucks. It was a good show. It's a really good show. I would need to watch it again because it's been a long time, but I remember loving so much of it. It's pretty gay. It's a pretty gay show too. Can you please? Why are you stuck on the sink? Come on now. Come on now. White rabbit gloves. What are you saying to me? What do you mean? Oh, political ads can definitely suck, yeah. I will say, though, if you're in the US, and you're eligible to do so, please register to vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. Thank you. Oh, they're these. That's what they are. Okay. And tell me, why is a raven like a writing desk? Posts. Where are you at, posts? Where are you at? Are they up here? The hell? All of the US to vote, dog. Oh, it's not the posts, it's the pots. Oh my god. Oh my god. Leave it to being a streamer, dividing my attention in several different directions. Suddenly I can't read. Okay, then we can just have just the window. Oh no, there's still a few more things. Where is that? Skylight outer windows. Where is that? It's got to be one of these. So anyway, I just started blasting. I'll just start a blasting. Then I'm all pots and pans because we think we have pots and I'm definitely a pan. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. What am I missing? Oh my god, there's so many things. I think just to play it safe, because this could take me longer than I need to. I need to go ahead. I need to head out here. So I'm just going to close out the game. If we come back in, I'll finish this one up just to say that I got 100% completed. So it's been nice. It's been a nice chill stream. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Go ahead and end the YouTube stream here. I hope you all enjoyed seeing the content. It's been really cool. I'm really liking the Alice in Wonderland stuff. I'm assuming there's more, so I would like to come back and do more of it at some point. I don't know when, but we will definitely do more of it because I've been enjoying the game yet again. Don't go anywhere yet if you're on Twitch. We are going to go on a raid. If you're hanging out on YouTube and you want to join that, there is a link in the description. Feel free to join in on the Twitch chat. We also usually talk for about an hour before Twitch streams, so if you ever want to be involved in those conversations, I'm only usually live on Twitch for that portion, so don't forget to follow there if you would like. But other than that, yeah, I will see you all later, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe so you can catch